Posse. Today I thought I would show you how to do a buttonhole stitch around your applique pieces. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to print off our patterns, and we've got our two parts right here. We've got the cactus, the pot, and the cactus flowers. So you want to take your heat and bond and lay it directly over the template and kind of smooth it out until you can see it. If you have a hard time seeing it, you can always trace it on a window or draw on these lines with a darker marker, so then you can see it right through. And then you're going to go ahead and trace the pattern directly onto the smooth or the paper side of the heat and bond. After you've done that, you're going to cut around the heat and bond shape, and then you're going to fuse it with your iron. So you fuse it to the wrong side of the fabric, and then you use the drawn line on the heat and bond or the fusible. You use the drawn line to cut it out. So you're going to cut out your shape, and then you're ready to move ahead. Now the sizes for this background is 6 by 7, but you can check out the blog patchworkposse.com for the full template download and for the instructions on piecing and the parts that you need. So you're going to place it on the background, and then you're going to notice that, this is my pot, and I've cut it out already. And you're going to want to separate the paper off of that fusible. And then you make your layers, or you layer your pieces until they are lined up properly. Get all the little fuzzies off, or they're going to fuse right down if they're stuck in between the fusible. And then you're going to iron it down. You're just going to hold the iron until it fuses properly. All right, with that in place and done, then it is time for some applique on the sewing machine. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you is the buttonhole stitch. And not all machines have it, but if you do, this is a great one for doing applique. It gives your applique a finish to edge. It takes a couple stitches and then goes into the fabric. It takes a couple stitches, goes into the fabric, but it is a straight line when it goes sideways. It's not a V. What you'll want to do first is get a scratch piece of fabric, and okay, that's going the wrong direction, and give your stitch a couple tries. Make sure that you're using the right stitch, and then you have the setting that you want. So I'm just going to try it with the setting that it was started on, like the default setting, and I can make any adjustments. So I can widen the stitch that goes to the left, or I can take additional stitches prior to it making that stitch. And I kind of like what's going on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. I notice that it's taking the stitch to the left, so when I start my project, I want to make sure that I'm starting on a correct spot, so it's going to go inside, because the other one that I had started on was going to the right. So just make reference to that prior to starting. That's why. And of course I put my needle in the wrong position and started it incorrectly. So let's start again. So that's why I have the practice fabric, but obviously I didn't pay attention to that. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, I'm guiding the direction of the fabric, but I'm not pushing it. The machine is going to be pushing it along because of the stitch. So just let it do its thing. Don't try to jam it or maneuver it quicker than the machine can go. When you get to the corner, you're going to leave your needle down. Just like before. And what you want to make sure is that really your stitch line down the side is either going to be right on the edge or just past the edge, kind of in the ditch. And then you just keep going and going. You can kind of watch what the next stitch is before you stop, so you're in the right position and placement for continuing on. With this stitch, I'm only going to go around once. No need to go around a second time. It's done, it's secure, it's finished. And there we go. So I'm just going to continue on with the cactus edge. This is going to be an easier shape to fill in with the applique stitch or with the buttonhole stitch. Easier to fill in than the flower. So the flower might take you a little bit more time, but that is the process for the buttonhole applique stitch.